The original miners who came in were mostly American or British or from the British Isles who had some experience in the coal mining business. And most of them came from the Pennsylvania area where there were already mines, and mines that were much larger, much more developed by the time they were coming in the 1870s and 80s. So those very first miners tended to come from those areas. However, as time went by the late 1880s and 1890s, the coal companies began recruiting foreign miners who often had no experience. They were unskilled in their work, and that caused an increase in safety hazards and inefficiency and so forth as a result, until those workers became accustomed to their jobs and so forth. And so those workers tended to be from other countries, and the largest single contingent of these workers were from Italy. Lithuania, Poland, Germany, there were Russia, the Ukraine region, Ruthenia, where Romania and Ukraine come together. That region had quite a few who came into the coal mines, and British and Irish miners as well coming in from overseas. At the peak in 1907, about the time of statehood, 1907, 1908, there were about 8,000 miners in the core area, which would be Pittsburgh, Latimer, Cole counties. A little bit later, Okmulgee County and the area around Henrietta, southern Okmulgee County, developed mines as well. And so overwhelmingly, the majority of workers were foreign-born or had parents who were foreign-born and had recently, their parents had recently immigrated from overseas. And so that created a unique circumstance for Indian Territory, because elsewhere in Indian Territory there were almost no foreign-born people, well below 1%. When statehood occurred, if you map out the counties in what had been the eastern half, the 5 tribes area, there were almost no foreign-born people except in the coal mining districts.